Hi, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the bench. Today is going to be the first of my takes in the Flake series, and I figured out what I'm going to call it, and I was messing around, and I think this is kind of funny. I'm going to call it Flakes, Cakes, and Coins, because the video came out a couple days ago. I was talking about what should I put in it, just flakes only, broken flake. I'm going to put flakes, cakes, coins, broken flake, rope, anything that's not ribbon, pretty much. Something that you got to rub out, something that you can stuff and fold. That's what I'm going to put in this video. And while I have you here, while you're watching, please like, subscribe, share the video around, share the channel around, hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know every time I put out one of these goofy videos. Still messing around with my lighting. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. So like I said, here we go. This is going to be the first take, if I can find a match, I can light it, in Flakes, Cakes, and Coins. I think it sounds cool, and it'll look good in the description. Excuse me. All right. So, Flakes, Cakes, and Coins. This is the first take I'm doing. This is a wonderful flake tobacco from Cornell Diehel, and I am smoking out of my Papa Bear's Danish egg. Thank you, Tim. Beautiful pipe. Smokes like a dream. It's a go-to, I'll tell you that. What am I smoking? Do you see that? Star of the East Flake. And like I said in a previous video, I did buy Star of the East ribbon. It's in the press right now because I want to see if the ribbon, if I press it, if it will get to that flavor, because the ribbon does have just a little bit different flavor. I swear. As soon as that camera's on, it's like me when I was younger in the recording studio. As soon as that red light come on, I couldn't play my parts. Oh, what a deep, lovely flavor. So I'm going to read for you what tobaccoreviews.com had to say about Star of the East Flake. And there is a lot of reviews, takes, whatever you want to call it, out there on YouTube about Star of the East Flake. Beans316 actually did one of my favorite ones because he's a pretty honest guy in how he talked about it. So, Cornell Diehel Star of the East Flake. It gets 3.35 stars from tobaccoreviews.com. It's one half Cyprian Latakia with a generous portion of Izmir and sweetened stoved red Virginia. It says in a note, for years, Star of the East has been one of Cornell and Diehhel's best-selling English blends. This is a full-bodied English of 50% Latakia, blended with Turkish and stoved red Virginia, then pressed into flakes. I get it from Cornell and Diehel, so you can get that from any of your big box retailers, your big, tobaccopipes.com, smokingpipes.com, Pipes and Cigars, Cup of Joe, all those places. And the only thing about this is it only comes tinned, and it comes in 2-ounce tins. And that's all I could find. It would really be cool if someone from Cornell and Diehel, is watching this, Jeremy or Mr. Ireland. Why don't we sell this in bulk too? Oh, I think it'd be great. But it is currently available. And like I said, it gets 3.35 stars from tobaccoreviews.com. And if you do go on there, there are 82 reviews of it. And I've read through them all. I'll be honest though, I don't really read the good ones. The 4 or 5-star reviews on things. You give something a 4 or 5-star review, I know you like it. And all you're going to do the whole time is say how much you like it, and it's great, and it's smoky, and it's caramely, and it, unicorns flew around when I smoked it, and it's wonderful. I like to read the 1 and 2-star reviews because I want to read what people didn't like. Not that that's going to sway my opinion, but it sways my opinion of people sometimes, I'll tell you that. And really been into the matches lately. So, I got my book. And I have my take on it. Star of the East Flake, the tin note I got. And it covers the whole spectrum of freaking tobacco. I got a sweet donut smell, believe it or not, on my initial, can you believe I dropped my book? In my initial tin note. a sweet donut smell. Smoky, go figure with that one. Barbecue smell. I got an incense smell. I got a deep, rich, truly beating your nose up. There's something going on in there. Really, really lovely. The cut is a flake, and these are some thinner flakes. These aren't really big, thick flakes like some other people have. These are kind of thin. I'll pull one out and show you here in a minute. So I started smoking this, and I smoked this out of my Blakemar. Go figure. I smoked it once out of my Rossi Straight, and I was smoking it out of my Blakemar again, and my Blakemar again, and my Papa Bear's pipes. Kind of these type tobaccos, I have the pipes. I really like to smoke them in. And I did do a little bit different after talking to Jay Furman. I smoked some rubbed out, and I listed it here. I smoked some stuffed and folded. For this, I really like rubbing it out, and it rubs out really nice. It's crumbly. It's just a little bit of dry time if you want to dry it a little drier. I've been really getting into drying my tobaccos out, but it comes nearly ready to smoke out of the tin. And don't rub it out too much because you will get a lot of powder. That's one thing I did notice. I said it is smooth and creamy. I cannot talk tonight. I said the Virginia must be way deep into this blend because I really wasn't picking up a lot of it. Just maybe a little wisp of sweetness in there, which is fine with me. No bite, no nothing. I said, because I'm not getting any of it at the top. The Latakia is straight out and up front. I said, this is a very fragrant blend. I go Turkish on the retrohale. Getting that incense, that non-burley, no Virginia. It was that Turkish incense smell, that perfume smell and taste, and I think it was great. I said no real dry time was needed. I said thin flakes rubbed out quickly, but watch some. If you rub it out, you'll get some powder. Don't rub out too much. Wrote that a couple times. I said it has a wonderful sweet aftertaste. And I thought that was kind of weird. Maybe that's the Virginias coming out there, hanging out there. But the aftertaste was getting a little bit of sweetness. I did the fold and stuff method. I said, I'm trying this method out. I said, I really enjoy the fuller flavor of this blend, so I'm going to try it a couple different ways. I said, this blend is blended so well. I go, it's smoky, but not in a harsh way. It wasn't overbearing. It's perfectly nuanced in there. Burning well with this method. The flavors seem relatively the same. I said, this blend has so much flavor. As the bowl goes down, all the flavors start to meld together and get deeper and deeper. And I said the flavor at the bottom is extremely nice. I'm really enjoying this blend. Another day I said this blend is so smoky and delicious. The Latakia is definitely forward in this blend. I personally think it's great. But I said, if you're a newer pipe smoker, someone who's kind of crossing over maybe from some cherry aromatics or some vanilla aromatics, I said, or if you're not a Latakia person, this blend may not be for you. I said, but you never know. Definitely worth giving it a try. My goodness. My English so much not good in this video. All in all, this blend was one of the first doing the Flake series. I was reading tobaccoreviews.com, Cornell Diehel, talking to people, and this blend kept popping up when I was searching for flakes. So I said, all right. So I read what was in it, and I thought, I really have to go for this. It sounded delicious just from the description, and it did not let me down. It burns nice and dry. It comes, like I said, popping up in the tin. I could smoke it directly out of there. I just dried it down a little bit. This is one that I want to mess around a little bit more with the stuff and fold, because like I said, if you get a little too aggressive rubbing it out, you will get some come down to a fine powder, and that's no good for anybody, unless you just want to put a little bit of that on top, to get it started. So I am going to mess around a little bit more with, rolling stuff and folding it down in there. I did it a couple times, and I don't really smoke tobaccos like that. a little bit of a learning curve, figuring out how to pack it, everything like that. But I think this flake is amazing. And that's why I chose this flake to start the series off with, because I'm so impressed. I just, wow. I mean, just super, super good. Got to throw a couple supers in there. Anyway, that's for people who are playing the drinking game. Well, hey, if you're still here at 10 minutes, go to your big, house blenders, your big house people. You may even find some tins of this in some of your brick and mortar stores. That's for sure. It's definitely worth a try. And I did want to pull a wee bit of a flake out of here for you and show you. Like I said, not the super, super thick ones. But check those out. Look at those wonderful, wonderful flakes. And like I said, the moisture, boy, it's just about on point. I got about 3 or 4 more days until the Star of the East ribbon is going to come out of the press. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to cut it. Actually, I'm going to cut the whole plug into flakes just to compare. I'm not going to cut it one at a time. I'm going to cut the whole plug up and put it back in the jar. But I'm really excited about that. Although if it comes out and it's nice compressed, I may let it sit in the jar for a little while before I cut it. But from the bench, I'm going to give this blend 4 matchsticks, because starting off the series with something that is incredible. It is smoky, it's barbecue, it's no bite, it is big, bold, and flavorful. Well, I hope you guys get to go out, get yourself some Star of the East flake, and if you do, come back, whack me a comment down below, send me an email, chat me up, and say, I loved it, I hated it, this is why I liked it, this is why I didn't like it. And also, send me a comment down below. What do you guys think of the name? Flakes, Cakes, and Coins. I think it's pretty cool. Well, I'm going to get smoking that bowl. I'm enjoying my cup of tea. I'm going to listen to the rest of the Alan Cox show. And pretty much just going to have myself a good night. Well, hey, I'm Noah. Thanks for stopping by.